All right, hey, how you doing? Welcome to the Amp Live Real Estate Show with your host, me, Erick Paul, across the United States of America and the USA and the globe. Wanted to touch base with you. Hope your Saturday is going good. How's your Saturday going? Hope your Saturday is going awesome. Mine is going awesome. Little hiccups, couple of little here and there, little tech issue things and things of that nature, right? But I always say you got to keep that PMA going. What does PMA stand for? Positive mental attitude, right? The only thing you have total control over is your mind. So that's sometimes where you got to sit down and put your brain back into PMA, do a little bit of prayer, or some scribing, writing, whatever it is, so you can get back into the zone to help yourself move forward and have an awesome day. So that's kind of where I'm at, to be honest with you, right? It's one of them days, but it's okay. It's an awesome, beautiful Saturday. Lots of things are going on. Today, we got something new. It's called the Erick Report. I'm going to go ahead and start talking about that and releasing that. It's the Erick Report. You can catch it on the blog. You can go to Spotify. You can catch us on YouTube, LinkedIn, probably, what else is there? YouTube. We already said YouTube, right? We got LinkedIn. We got Instagram. We got Facebook. We got Getter. We got Truth Social. There's all kinds of different platforms. Wherever we're able to go live, we will go live. Today's some awesome stuff. They got rallies out there for Trump and some conservative things that are running and rocking and rolling so we can take back the House and do what needs to be done. I am here to help our fellow Americans throughout the United States of America, right? And that's to get out of the JOB and into the lane of a maverick. Or if you love your job and you love your career, awesome. You got to figure out where to put those funds and invest in things of that nature for your future. We're all here to do that. Once again, I'm Erick, the Amp Live Real Estate Show, and I'll be your host today. I'm going to talk about a few things. I'm not going to take it too long, but we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple of our sponsors, right? Amp Live, Amp Live is actually Amp Live Media, putting this stuff on here for you today, as well as Amp Live, the American Mentee Program, the only program of its kind where we train and mentor you 7 days a week if needed, and helping you move forward and pushing that cause and movement across the United States of America. We've been doing that for a pretty long time. We'd love to invite you to that. Check out some links down below. Share your information with us in regards to, hey, tell us a little bit about yourself. Tell us a little bit about yourself, and vice versa, we'll do the same. If you want to get some awesome consultation of some sort and talk about real estate, or you got some deals you want to go over and look at, be more than happy to talk with you. We're open door policy here. You can reach us through Southern California, Northern California offices, or right here online. Go to Facebook. You can catch us on Amp Live, some of the groups. You can go to Instagram, like I mentioned. You go to YouTube, check out the videos. Go to amplive.net or go to americanshelpingamericans.net. That's our real estate investment firm. If you're looking to buy properties or looking to sell properties or looking just to write a check and do some friendship deals, we'd love to talk to you a little bit about that. I do have some notes because I always like to go live and uncut. But we got a little bit of organization or a little bit of a script pretty much here. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about a few things. First, it's going to be, I'm going to break out the crystal ball today, right? The crystal ball in regards to the condition of the market, where we're going, what I think is going to happen. Now, these are just my predictions, right? It's just an opinion based off of the several cycles that have gone back and taken a look, even the last cycle. And going from there, taking a few other things into account. It's not like a full analysis, right? Not a financial advisor, not an attorney. I'm not a bookkeeper, CPA, right? So watch this video and take it for what it is, some information and sharing for information, entertainment. In between this video, there'll be some nice snippets and some awesome golden nuggets that you can take and take to the bank at the end of the day or take into the field. If you get stuck, reach out, okay? You can go to amplive.net. Or there'll be some links down below. I'm going to share a couple of things. I'm going to share my screen with you really quick and put this up here and kind of share what the Amp Live is all about. And we're going to get into the crystal ball is what kind of deals are out there and how to find them. Because we're getting questions about that, like what type of deals are out there. Sellers are asking too much for their properties. Agents are listing properties at a too high of amount. Now they're starting to adjust. They're seeing decreases in values. Interest rates we're hearing may go up, may not go up. The bottom line is to find that inventory, right? You got to have a source of inventory. You got to have multiple channels, or I like to call verticals. Different verticals. Surfing for deals is one. It's almost like driving for dollars, but you're doing it right here in the comfort of your own home on a computer, right? Which is awesome. Surfing for deals, finding those platforms or finding the oceans or lakes, right, where there's fish. And then you got to understand and know how to fish certain types of fish, whether it's trout or bass, right? Meaning if it's a pre-foreclosure, is it a vacant property, is it inherited property? It's all pretty much the same to a degree, but you have to understand how to go into the call, how to open the call, how to get them to talk about what they know, the property, the situation, right? A little bit of sales 101, some psychology behind it, and then some method to the madness, right? When we're talking to those sellers, we like to call it the art of the deal, right? You need to learn the art of the deal so you can master creative real estate investing. Probably saying, what the hell is creative real estate investing? What is that? Why do I need it? Why should I even be concerned about it? Well, there's a few reasons. Doesn't matter. It's more for us if you don't learn it, because I know that about 97% of American investors do not do it. So that leaves a very, very, very huge market open, right, for experts like myself and us at AHA, Americans Helping Americans, where we help one American at a time, one property at a time, one family at a time, doing our part, get America back on track together with you. And that's what we're here for, this cause and mission. We've been doing it for a while, and we are looking for good people like yourself. So click that link down below, share some information with us. Let's see if we're a good fit. Okay, but I'm going to go ahead and share what AMP Live is. AMP Live is sponsored by AMP Live Media. It is a mentoring program, one of the only programs in the world, like I mentioned before, where we train and mentor mentees across the United States, 7 days a week if needed, right? Where there's no videos. You're not going to watch 20 unless you need them, right? It's always going to be a live call, one-on-one with myself or someone on our staff here, where we're going to work with you to help build that foundation, right? Got to build the foundation. Once we build that foundation, then we start building up other things. We got to get you good at the art of the deal and speaking to sellers. In the meantime, we do set up a bunch of stuff for you, right? We're setting up your lead gen page. We're getting your emails and software and things of that nature set up. But you got to build that foundation first, know how to break down deals. And we got a 5-day to a deal challenge coming up. I'm not talking about that right now, but we'll get to it. But basically, that's the basis of what we're doing here. So we're sharing some proprietary information with you so it can help you get up and running if you're spinning your wheels or you're an agent or a broker or any of that good stuff, right? Then what you need to do is click those links down below, right? So let's talk, let's chat, let's see if we can help each other out here, because we are growing and expanding across the United States of America. We are gearing up for 2023, 24, and 25, okay? So the market is going to shift. It's already kind of shifting and adjusting. Properties are going to sell for what anybody's willing to pay for them. That's how real estate works. Location, location, location. So we're seeing deals in Florida, Ohio, Missouri, Texas, Montana, New York, Connecticut, I just mentioned Texas, California, Southern California. The California market is doing its thing, right? I know the California market very good because I live here, right? That's where we're located, our headquarters in Southern California. And we're moving into, like I mentioned several times, Texas. And we're digging in there. So when we're ready to pull the trigger, we're gonna go ahead and go after those properties, but we are gearing up for the sub-2 market. Okay, and there's a sub-2 market, seller financing market, all that creative real estate investing flies under the umbrella of wholesaling, seller finance, subject to existing financing, rent to own, lease to own. Of course, you got Airbnb, you got motels, hotels, you have commercial properties, storage units, land. It all works, but the main thing is if you learn the art of the deal and creative real estate investing, you'll be good to go. It's like having a fishing pole and understanding how to go fishing for different types of fish, how to set up different types of rigs to do what? So you'll always be able to eat. Even if you don't have a pole, you'll still figure out and go, hey, you'll know the concepts on how to do what? Catch a fish, right? How to grab the fish, how to cut the fish, how to gut the fish, how to cook the fish. All those things are important or you will starve. Starve in life or you starve in the industry or starve in any industry, any business that you get into. This is a business, so it's super important to treat it as a business. I talk to a lot of people throughout the United States, thousands and thousands of people every freaking year. And some people are just tire kicking. Some people are watching YouTube University. Some people have joined programs from, $97 to $9,000 to $89,000 to $85,000 bus tours. I think the highest one was $150,000 for a one-day seminar to learn how to do real estate investing, right? You're not going to learn this business in one day. It's impossible. It's not going to happen. It just doesn't work that way. It's like anything else. You have to put the time in. You have to take the time to become an expert in your field. That's why it's super important to understand. When I got my mentor, I listened to everything he said. I digested what he said. I went through it in my mind over and over. When we went to properties and we looked at properties and I ran them through my head, trying to figure out how to put something together, a process. Processes work, right? They do not fail. And if they do fail and break, then you need to adjust them, fix them, and recreate the process to a degree so you can get the end result. That's what real estate's about. That's what we do. It's also a people business, right? This is a people business where we have to connect with the people. Like you and I, we got to connect, right? If we like each other, we can work together. And also we got to have, the same maybe type of goals. We all want stuff for our family. We all want to be successful in life. We want to have a legacy and build a legacy. We want to leave things for our family. We want to have some freedom. I hear lots of times it's about freedom, freedom, freedom. I'm tired of my job, my 80. For me it was 80, 90 hours a week on a salary. That's pennies on the dollar, but I learned a lot. Depends on how you frame it. For me, I framed it as, hey, I'm learning how to run a business. I'm learning how to work for this multi-million-dollar company, making them millions of dollars, and maybe eventually I'll be able to break off and make me millions of dollars, or reinvent myself and create a business off of those things, instead of going to college and spending $80, $90, $100, $250,000 on a degree that may not turn out to be shit. So the beauty of this is short tailing, is short curl, whatever you want to call that mechanism, where it's you're bouncing off of somebody that has 18, 19, 20 years experience. For me, it's 40 years experience for one mentor, 35 years on another mentor, right? So what you're going to bounce off is 19 years of experience in the private real estate section. We also got another 20, 22 years in the private, or I should say public section. Real estate, brokerage, listings, lending, all that good stuff we have access to, and we'll share it with you. Our resources will become your resources. Our stories will become your stories, right? And we share those with others across the United States to help out our fellow Americans, whether they're selling a property, buying a property, distressed properties, or just, hey, I want to get into the business and just write a check and get a check back. I want to invest. Wonderful. Get in touch with us. Reach out to us. Text us at 888-828-1468, 888-828-1468. I'm going to go ahead into the next spiel here. I should say I want to share something with you really quick. I think we're getting in 13 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and share, obviously, my story, what we're about here at AHA. I want to tap into, on Monday, we're going to be doing a 5 days to a deal challenge. I'd like you to click the link down below or go register. We're going to be doing it live in Northern California and then stream throughout the United States and the world. A little bit about our core values, right? It's about God, family, business, and everything else after that. True to blue for that. I'm not a holy roller, but I do believe in God. I am a God-fearing man, and that is my higher power. It's God. I'm not ashamed to share it, and I am a fellow American. I love my country. It is the greatest country in the world, so I'd love to share that with you. And our cores, right? And it doesn't matter. You don't have to, we've dealt with people who are, maybe not into God. And I'm not a holy roller, like I said, right? We dealt with atheists. We dealt with people on different parties. It doesn't matter. The main thing is that you are coachable. You can punch your way out of a paper bag. You can follow directions, take action, because you're going to get results. And when you get those results, we're going to talk about those results until you get your aha moments. It's either going to come the first time, second time, third time, and fourth time. And then we're going to rinse and repeat. Very simple. We also do plug and play, where we plug and play a lot of the graphics and you piggyback on AHA, Americans Helping Americans, to get into the front door, to talking to some of these sellers or investors and buyers. There is a process to it. It's a lovely, awesome, beautiful process. And we also got coaching with interactive mentoring, as well as a 30-day challenge. And we're doing the 5-day challenge, which is free for right now. So take advantage of that. Click that link down below. Monday, I believe, we're going to be having starting the 5 days to a deal challenge, or at least starting the registration, open it up, talk about some positive mental attitude stuff. Then we get into how to break down deals. Then we get into some role play. After we do some role play, then we get into actually surfing for deals and talking to sellers and hopefully getting some appointments and then writing some offers. And then the last day, which will be on a Friday, we're going to see who has the most deals, who has deals, who's going to rise to the top in the crop. And then we're going to go after those deals, and hopefully we get some testimonials and things of that nature, as well as get some deals and see who's going to rock. And in between there, it doesn't matter. Even if you don't do, if you feel like, hey, you just got to show up to the party. Okay, if you're there to watch a bunch of videos and just show up and watch videos, or you want to watch videos later on, that's not going to happen. You actually, it has to be interactive. You got to show up to the party. You got to be there, or you won't qualify for anything that comes up, any of the bonuses or any sponsorship of the AMP Live mentoring program or coaching or 30-day challenge. None of that, right? You got to show up to the party. As Cardone says, 90% of that is showing up. You just got to show the fuck up, right? So show up, and be there. We're going to help you. We're going to train you so we can get it, so you can show you how to get into the ring of this business so you don't get your ass kicked. And if you do, hey, at least it's not going to be that bad, because you're going to be able to, maneuver until you become better and better, become an expert. That's my analogy on what we do and how we do it. 5 days to a deal challenge. I'm going to bring that up, kind of just show you a little synopsis of that. So here we go. So 5 days to a deal challenge. Pretty simple. We're going to do on day one, right? We're going to go ahead and we're going to talk. We're going to chit chat. We're going to get you fired up and motivated on Monday. That's all about mindset. You have to have an awesome mindset to be able to do this business, because it will beat your ass up. It'll beat you up and beat you up, and get frustrated. Get on the horse, get off the horse, get on the horse, get off the horse. What came first, the chicken or the egg? Do I go after buyers or do I go after sellers? What is it? I say, hey, go after sellers. Here's my pro tip. Go find buyers. First, you got to build a foundation, right? Understand the business. Know what the business is about. Get set up in the business, okay? Understand how to talk to sellers. Well, first you got to understand how to break down deals. What is the deal? What does the deal look like, right? What is the deal and what is not a deal? How do I do my ARV? How do I find my comps? How do I find my repairs? How am I going to figure out the actual numbers of actually doing the deal? I talk to a lot of mentees, not even mentees, potential mentees, when we're having our consultation or calls. Well, they don't know anything about ARV. I don't know how to get my comps. Oh, they just said, send me some deals and I'll get paid. Doesn't work that way, right? You have to be smart about this, and you got to do the work that's required. You have to understand after repair value. You have to understand what can you sell this property to in regards to a real estate investor. What are they going to look at? You have to get them in their buying criteria. They're called a buy box nowadays. We call them a criteria. Criteria, you got to get them in that box, criteria buy box, right? If you can do that, then it's a lot harder for them to wiggle out and say, oh, just find me a deal. Find me any deal. It doesn't matter. Just find me a damn deal, right? And but it doesn't work that way. A good deal to them may be shit to another investor, or awesome to this investor, or shit to us. When you're doing this business, you got to look at it as, would I buy this property at this price? And can I mark it up and sell it? You make your money when you buy the property. You make your money when you buy the property. Remember that. Super important. And eventually it'll come to you, and you may understand it. You may say you understand it, but really when you buy it, not when you sell it, is when you make your money. When you buy the property at a good price, remember that. I'll go ahead and do this. Got the little video down there. Let's switch this up a little bit. Okay. So you can see what's going on here. All right, 18 minutes getting into it. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down in a few minutes. But you make your money when you buy it. So it's super important to understand your ARV, understand how to get your repairs based on the square footage, as well as, because location is important, right? Just because it's next to a school doesn't mean it's awesome. Just because it's next to a park doesn't mean it's awesome. That's noise pollution, right? It's riffraff. There's people partying on the weekends and barbecues and drunks and all kinds of stuff can happen, right? Or you live on a busy road, okay? You're on a corner lot, awesome. But if it's a shitty corner lot, then, it's location. Are there commercial buildings around it? Are there apartments near it, right? So all those things are super important. They come into your ARV and your work and figuring out where you get your comps, a comparable market analysis. Our goal for you is to get you as good as an appraiser or agent broker in regards to doing comparable market analysis, right? Super important, because you have to know your numbers. You got to know your numbers, have to know them. And so that's the first part. Got to break down, understand how to do the numbers, know what a deal is and what a deal is not. Then we move into some role play, okay? Once we do role play, the role play is basically going to be based off of the art of the deal. It's a little psychological, sales 101, how to speak to a seller, how to get them to talk, how to get the information and extract the information using rebuttals and things of that nature. We'll do it live. We'll work with you live. We'll go back and forth with one of our team members so you can hear it actually role play with a good seller, good buyer, bad buyer. And then once we're done with role play, we're going to move in what we call surfing for deals. You can go on the internet and we're going to send you to a place where there's a bunch of fish. We're going to give you the bait. We're going to give you the fishing pole, and you're going to drop the pole and the bait into the pond, the lake, the ocean, or whatever it may be, depending on where we send you. And you're going to show you how to fish. And we're going to show you how to ring that fish in. And that's the beauty of this, right? So once you're surfing for deals and some other mechanisms for you to use, then we're going to go ahead and see what comes in. Once they come in, we start working the leads, right? 1 template, 2 templates, things of that nature, making the call, and then doing the due diligence and going, do we got a deal? Does this look like a deal? Can we move forward? If these deals look good, then we're going to move forward. Myself or someone on our team is going to set up a second call with you live, and we're going to call that seller. And we're going to talk to that seller, and we're going to work a deal. And our goal is to get an appointment. If we can't get an appointment, if it's in your local area, you're going. But we're going to guide you when you get there, okay? We're going to show you the art of walking the house. We're going to show you the art of the deal at the kitchen table where we break down those seeds or we drop those seeds to the seller, and then the seller picks up those seeds because we drop those seeds to the back door, and they start working them. They start going, hey, you and Eric and whoever else, can you do this and do this and do that? Our ideas become their ideas. We drop our ego. They get all, hey, can you do this and do this for me and do that? It's a beautiful thing, beautiful sight. And then we start working the deal. The goal is to get a contract and walk out with a contract. Now, the beauty about what we do is not just a one-trick pony with wholesaling. Our goal is to go in with offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, cash. If that doesn't work, we're going to go sub 2. Some cash now, some cash later. If that doesn't work, how about we figure out a little bit more money than our cash deals, but we'll give you a chunk of cash, be done with it, and move on. If that doesn't work, how about an option? We're going to do an option. Let's get an option on the property, right? Because maybe the price is too high. If the price is too high, then we're basically going to be going, I'll tell you what, if you want this amount, give us a little bit of a discount. We're going to go ahead and take care of this and a few other mechanisms and things that will cost them money that we'll pay for, and we'll go in and do a couple of things, and we'll go ahead and lock up that property with an option, but they understand, and we're telling them that it's an option. Anything over and above that price, we get to keep. So this way we have some equitable title because we're not real estate agents. Unless you are an agent or a broker, then just disclose, okay? So once that happens, you're going to go ahead and take that option and sell the paper. Sell the paper to another investor. You can legally, every contract is legally assignable. Every piece of contract can be sold, okay? You got something to sell now, right? So once you do that, awesome. If that doesn't work, then let's get a marketing agreement. Hey, do we have some marketing dollars in the area? So-and-so, you, hello? Jim, Tina, Joe, Courtney, Victor, Mike, anybody, whatever your name is, right? They're going to call. We're going to talk, and we're going to say, yeah, we got. If you want to market and you want to have some signage, you want to have some, you want to dominate your area. Awesome pro tip for you, right? Don't you only share this with our mentees at the end of the day? We're going to show you how to do that, where you can get people calling off your signs and your video and letting the sellers take care of a lot of the marketing for you, so we can go ahead and do that. And then there's another marketing ploy that we can work. And if that doesn't work, hey, if you got access to a lender or an agent, refer them off. If they're willing to give you a little bit of love, referrals, or have them work for you so they can find you some good deals. So remember, the funnel and the process is a longer one than just the one wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, wholesale at 70, 65, 60 cents on the dollar. If that doesn't work, bye-bye. Also, money and what is in the follow-up, right? Money is in the follow-up. It works like magic, okay? So I want to go ahead and touch bases with that, but that's what we're going to be doing with the 5 days to a deal challenge. It's also the same process for the 30 days to a deal challenge. And then if you like what's going on, then you're able to jump into the 90 days. It's a 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring where we rock and roll, and we'll be doing deals together and getting you all set up. So it's kind of like do it yourself, but done with you. Right? We always want to over-deliver because we know what's out there. We know what type of mentoring's out there, what type of training's out there, what it costs, videos, Facebook groups, and all that stuff. It all has a place for you at the end of the day in regards to where you're at and where you're going with your career. For us, if it's one-on-one mentoring, that just means you went through all that crap and got beat up, and now it's time to rock and roll. Now it's time for a mentor to help you. If you're just getting started and kicking the fence, hey, 5 days to a deal challenge. Save you about 6 months in this business of spinning your wheels, okay? The 90 days, the 30-day challenge will probably save you about, same thing, 6 months to a year. 90-day coaching with interactive mentoring will save you about 1 to 2 years in this business. And the one-on-one mentoring will save you about 3 to 5 years in this business, and you're going to learn what only about 1 to 3% of American real estate investors know how to do, which is awesome. So that means you got like a superpower, and you can take that and keep it. We didn't unleash it and share with anybody in the last cycle. Now we're sharing it only with select people that decide to come aboard or for a good fit. That means you got to fill out that information down below. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Pick the hell out of our brains. And then if it's a good fit, we'll rock and roll and move forward. But you have to show up to the party. It's action-based. Without you doing anything, nothing happens. You will not get anything out of the program if you do not show up and you do not work and follow directions and move forward, right? Yes, there's a reason for the madness, right? There's a reason why you have to become an expert in what you do. There's a reason why you should be tenacious about this business, and you will get obsessed with it like us and like myself, right? I love creative real estate investing. It is our jam. It's what our jam's all about. We're gearing up for the new cycle. So I'm going to go ahead and share something with you really quick. I'm going to put this up here, and this is going to be the 5 days to a deal challenge. I will go ahead and do this real quick. And this, okay. So I'm not going to press play, but this is 5 days to a deal challenge. You'll see what it is. Go to the page. It's down below in the link somewhere. I'm going to scroll through it, and you can actually just put your name and email address in there. The 5 days to a deal challenge. Okay. There's going to be a private link to join. We're going to be sharing some bonuses with you, right? Leads on autopilot, swipe file and templates. And we're going to offer something special to you. You can go ahead and read all this stuff later on. All we need you to do is just put in your information, okay? Put in your information, boom, just like that. It's going to take you to a thank you page. Watch this awesome video. That's a step one, okay? And then number two, yes, I want in. If you decide you want in, go ahead and share with us, connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, or just click this. It's going to take you to a simple AMP Live survey. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Which of the following best describes you? Tell us a little about you, right? Are you a newbie? Have you have some past real estate training? Seasoned investor? Real estate agent? Hey, maybe you're a newbie. It's okay. Let's rock. Let's go to the next one. Are you ready to rock and roll? See if we're a good fit. What's your name? And it just keeps on going from there, okay? So it's a very, very simple process. Everything's always private. Remember that. Everything is private. We hate spam, just like you, right? We're not going to spam you. We're only going to send stuff that's real estate related, stuff that's going on in the industry, what's happening, right? You find deals, what type of deals are out there, which are pre-foreclosures are coming up. So it's super important to learn how to work pre-foreclosures. Inherited properties are coming up from the baby boomers, right? Their children are getting those properties. So a lot of wealth is going to be exchanging and shifting this next decade, right? So, and this new cycle. So let's go ahead, and there's a video that's rolling there. That's just me inside of a house where we actually fix and flip, went sub to, and a bunch of other stuff. I'm going to go ahead and move this really quick to the next one and open this up for you. We're going to let that play, okay? Alrighty. So the 5 days to a deal challenge coming up. Pass a couple of tips over to you real quick. For the Erick report, here's a AMP Live real estate show in the Erick report. Erick report in regards to breaking out the crystal ball. Yes, I'm breaking out the crystal ball. What kind of deals are out there and how to find them. I'm going to tell you what type of deals are out there. Pre-foreclosures, inherited properties, absentee owners, landlords, right? You have to go through a lot of landlords to find the tired landlord, because the tired landlord is the one who's going to say, just write me a check. Buy this property. They bought a bad property. Now, since 2018, maybe 17, 18, 19, 20, and before the Chinese virus happened and all that good stuff, some people were buying properties and they got stuck. And of course, then the Chinese virus happened and all kinds of other stuff, and forbearances happened, so they've had a hard time. In other words, probably the bad time if you're brand new, and unless you can handle it and you understand or understood what needed to happen as a landlord collecting properties. Talked to a lot of people who bought properties and they tapped out. They went the old school way. I put some money down to buy a property, loan, this and that. Can't collect rent. This is going on. They won't move. All kinds of crazy stuff, or needs maintenance or whatever. So there's a lot of tired landlords that are willing to unload their properties. Okay, so keep that in mind, as well as pre-foreclosures, inherited properties. All they want is they collect the property. They want the money. They don't want anything else, right? And they don't want to fix it, but they want top dollar. So you have to understand and learn what? The art of the deal, right? You have to understand why we are offering what we're offering. And it's not just wholesale, right? Because we're going to go wholesale, sub-2, terms, option, marketing agreements, agent, lender, all that good stuff is part of the flow. All right, so deals are out there. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and sponsor 5 Days to a Deal Challenge on May 19th, okay, on Monday, 9/19. That's Monday, September 19th, 6 p.m. live in person, or live stream it on your smart device, live on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube. Check it out. The links are below. Hurry up and register because it's free, okay? So I got these spectacles. I'm just going to go ahead and read the stuff right. Number 2, is the market going to crash? Of course it's going to crash because real estate is cyclical, right? It comes and it goes, it comes and it goes, and people ask, when is the best time to get into real estate? When you commit. Any time is the best time to get in. The best time is when you say, I am committed to doing this business, and I'm going to do it. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is the best time to get into real estate. Okay, not when it's an up market, down market, or Warren Buffett shit. I definitely get it. Okay, get out when everybody's getting in. Get in when everybody's gets out. I definitely get that. That's stock market language and stuff like that. But the bottom line is, best time is when you're ready, when you're committed. When I was committed and I decided after I did my due diligence, because that's who I am. I did my due diligence. I did some investigation. I made sure that if this is real and these guys and gals can do it, then I'm giving it a shot. And I'm not going to stop until I do it or die, right? In other words, I was willing to go to battle, destroy all my boats, go on the island and destroy everybody on the island, take one of their boats, come back, get my family, move forward, right? Sometimes that's delusional, but sometimes that's what it takes to win, right? You have to believe it. If you don't believe it, nobody else is going to believe it. So you have to believe it. That's where mindset is super important. On Monday, we're going to be going through mindset. Pick up the book, Think and Grow Rich. Pick up some other books. I got a new one that I just got over there delivered. I may or may not share it, but I want to tap into it, read it a little bit before I share it, see if there's good information, or to see even if I decide I want to share that because it might be shit. We'll find out. Okay, so let's move to number 2. And it's going to be, okay, if you gear up for the new real estate cycle now, will you make it through? Will you make it through? Will you make it through, right? Will you survive? Well, I always say you have to adjust, adapt, or you will perish in anything in life, right? Including this business. So you must adapt, you must adjust. A lot of investors who are old school said, just give me leads, give me leads, give me leads, but they didn't want to build upon or build a system to get them leads. So they dropped off a little bit or perished, right? And then they'll come back, or they figure out another mechanism to get them rocking and rolling, or they pay more for leads than most others, right? And a lot of that is, I won't get into all the other good stuff and the things that are happening out there with different companies and things of that nature. But will you? It's totally up to you. I know you will. If you reach out and you touch bases with us, click the link below and you want to learn something that others don't, and you want to be able to dominate your area, whether you're an agent, broker, real estate investor, or you just want to write a check and do some friendship deals because you don't want to pick up a hammer and you don't want to fix and flip. You don't want to do Airbnb bullshit and collect this and collect that and collect rents. Then it's just roll your money 2 or 3 times a year if possible, or more, or get involved. Get involved in what we're doing, do some friendship deals in regards to like a first trust deed investor, or if you're looking for deals because we're awesome at finding them, put in a buy order with a soft commitment, or you want to get involved and say, look, I just want you to help me build this business. Help me build this business, okay? No problem. We have some opportunities for you there as well, okay? Reach out, click the link, visit us on social media, amplive.net, americanshelpingamericans.net. If you're interested in going the traditional route and you want to dominate your area, hey, go to VIP Execs and reach out and fill out some information and join that website for opportunities and business and become part of a team. or here in Southern California. So it's VIPexecs.com, or you can go to elizjimenez.com. Okay. Those two websites are part of the sponsorship as well as Amp Live Media today. I'm going to go ahead and go with the next one. Okay. Okay. In other words, what is all the hype? What is all the hype about wholesaling for one? What about the gurus, tech, CRMs, etc. in the USA? I'm going to tell you, it says truth revealed, right? So it's a little bit like some notes here and some questions that people have been asking. The truth is revealed. Sure, let's start off with wholesaling. Wholesaling is, yes, a one-trick pony. It's just one mechanism. When you get started in real estate investing, you're going to become a bird dog. That's the way it used to be. And there's a lot of wholesalers out there that I consider bird dogs because they're copying and pasting. They're sharing other people's deals. They're not negotiating. They're not going after. They're trying to joint venture and spinning their wheels left and right, trying to do virtual crap. If you can't do deals in your own backyard, then good luck to you, right? It makes you think you're going to do it in someone else's backyard, or it's going to be a very minimal amount of money, or you get burned, ripped off. Does it work? Of course it does, but you have to become the expert at it. Become the expert at it. Can you just jump right in? Of course you can. You can jump right into commercial. You can jump right into mobile homes, mobile home parks, land, right? Real estate, whatever you choose, you just have to become and make a commitment to be the best at it, right? And never, never, never fucking quit. Frucking, is that a word? Frucking, right? Just never quit and keep on rocking and rolling. You have to believe in yourself, right? That's where Think and Grow Rich comes from. That's what PMA is. PMA, positive mental attitude with AMP, AMP Live, right? Makes sense? Look at it. Think about that. It's a cause and mission, okay? So the gurus, yes, there's a lot of gurus that have come and gone. We got the old dogs. Some of those old dogs made it to this cycle. Some did not because they're just too old. Some are still trying to rehash and sell their old stuff from the last cycle. I definitely get it. There's some new ones that have based themselves on software and CRMs and white labeling other people's CRMs and doing the courses and the videos and the PDFs and online webinars and people and coaches calling them once a week in Facebook groups. There's an awesome, obviously, Tony Robbins and the Dean guy, right? They're rocking and rolling. It's all about information. We're in the information age. So you can make a lot of money doing that. Definitely get it, right? So we're still throttled back on the good old school one-on-one because that's what worked for me. And then we're putting all those tools and making it into a plug-and-play program for you. We set up the plug-and-play for you and the websites and things of that nature, lead gen pages, marketing, all that good stuff in the beginning to get you in the door to start rocking and then start building up your brand, right? Or there'll be some opportunities that I won't talk about now in regards to licensing and things of that nature and opening offices across the United States because that is our goal for the next cycle. And we're rocking and rolling. We're geared up for it. So we'd love to speak with you and talk with you. Reach down below and click that link. All right, tech. Tech is tech. Tech is only about 20% of the whole enchilada, right? This is the deal. If there's no Facebook, can we still do deals? Of course we can. If there's no Twitter, no Instagram, can we still do deals? Of course we can. None of that shit existed in the last cycle and the cycles before. There's a thing called a phone, right? Now we don't have to use a regular phone or pay gobs of money for those phones that you see in offices back in the day in the Wolf of Wall Street and all that shit, right? And desk and everything. We got these things, right? And a lot of times you got some free shit like Google or whatever, right? You got free places to make phone calls. So the startup costs are very minimal, but what is super expensive is you, right? You are 80% of the rest of the enchilada. Without you understanding how to speak with sellers, talk with sellers, and how to do this business, because it's a people business, and understanding the art of the deal, creative real estate investing, then you will perish, okay? Bottom line. You have to understand and learn these mechanisms, right? Because it is a people business. If you don't like people, then you need to back up and let someone else who's good at that, put them in the forefront. And then if you're good at tech, then partner up and get that stuff rolling, right? But you guys got to have, or gals, or just you, right? 20%. Tech is not going to, a CRM is not going to do deals for you. Text is not going to do deals for you. Ringless voice message is not going to do deals for you. Direct mail is not going to do deals for you. Cold calling is not going to do deals for you. None of that shit, none of that tech is all it's going to do is bring in leads. So if you have leads, you got to understand and know what to do with them, right? I talk to a lot of people spend thousands of dollars, $10,000 on a website, another $10,000, $15,000 on direct mail, Google ads, SEO, and they get all these leads come in and they shit can them all because they suck at what? They spent 6 months to a year getting all their tech and everything lined out and little leads coming in here and there, but they failed to do what? Learn the art of the deal. They failed on how to talk to a seller, how to break down the deals. Even if they know how to break down those deals, they suck at getting a deal. They suck at talking to a seller. They suck at listening. They suck at the process of taking that seller on the first phone call to a second phone call to an appointment to the house and walking the house, like the art of walking the house and then sitting down at the kitchen table and rocking that. Some people, well, that's old school. Well, that's where the money's at, okay? Now, too many people out there trying to do deals through text. Well, what's your best number? Here's my number, blah, blah, blah. We talk to a lot of people and they go, well, I got an offer for $525. Okay, where's it at? Is it written like ours? No. What's the offer? $525, they told me. Oh, is it verbal? Okay, well, verbal is shit. Verbal means absolutely nothing, okay? We got an offer, it's on paper. What would you like to do? And it always happens that way, right? Oh, they came back and now they want 501. Oh, they're going to come back and view the product. So it is what it is, right? The goal is to get them before other investors. The goal is to get them before they go to auction. The goal is to get them before they go to the bank. The goal is to get the properties before your competition does, before an agent does, before a broker does, before another investor or a wholesaler, or, God forbid, a knucklehead who does some stuff, doesn't even know what they're doing. That can happen. It happens, right? Right? But to make this positive is this. It's a business. Dot your I's, cross the T's. Understand your numbers. Understand the due diligence. Understand the art of the deal and how to talk to sellers, and you will be successful in this business, okay? Also, getting yourself a mentor, even if it's not us, watch the videos. Take a look at this stuff. I'm a straightforward person. We're a straightforward company. And at the end of the day, yes, we select who we get to work with and vice versa, including sellers. We decide what sellers want to work with, what buyers want to work with, because this is the business we're in. This is how we do things a little bit differently, okay? But let's go ahead and go this route. Check this out. What's next? CRMs. CRMs work and it happens. You can do this on paper. You can do it on a spreadsheet. But you start getting 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 deals in your pipeline because you want to keep your pipeline full. You want your pipeline to be throwing up on you so you're not babysitting one deal. CRMs are awesome and they work, okay? But they will not do deals for you, etc. Okay, so that's the truth revealed. The truth revealed is that you got to find a mentor, find a company that's willing to work with you, or find people that are willing to work with you. But if you do not bring tremendous value to them, they're not going to work with you. They're not going to give you any of their time because it's not worth it. You're not bringing anything of value to them. That's how I got my mentors. I brought value to them. I was already set up. I had my business rolling. I brought deals. I brought education. They knew I wasn't a knucklehead trying to figure shit out, although I was still, right, trying to figure stuff out. Knucklehead, maybe, I don't know, because I was going for it in a business where the market was rocking and rolling, brokers, agents, experience. I just had faith in myself. I prayed a lot. Every time something happened, if I prayed, God let me through. If he didn't, I didn't stop. I just said, God says you're not ready yet. Your eyes aren't open yet. You're not prepared for this yet. And I keep rocking, I keep rolling, I keep rocking to the point where maybe, man, I'm going to quit. This shit is hard. This is not for me. Or yes, I know it's for me, but something's happening. I don't know. Why can't I get past the next phase? Because God said I wasn't ready. I had to pay my dues until I did. When I was about ready to just, throw in the towel, the door of opportunities there. All I had to do is turn it, open the door, and walk through it. But a lot of people just get to the door and see the door closed, go, shit, all right, I'm done. I finally got to the point where I got pissed. I said, I kicked the fucking door in. Kick it in. Didn't have to because the doorknob was unlocked. Right? I could have just went in just for dramatics, right? But that's the mentality you have to have in anything you do, not just real estate. Any job you have, any career, any passion. So remember that. Get obsessed with get obsessed with real estate, and you will eventually. All right, so last sponsor, VIPexecs.com, and go to elizjimenez.com. They're actually looking for some awesome people to build a team or work with their team in Southern California, here in Orange County, San Bernardino, Riverside, this whole south of even all of Southern California to a degree within this general area, okay? Reach out to them. VIP execs, if you're looking for deals, go to the website. Go to VIPexecs.com and go there and register. Okay, if you register, you're looking for properties, and maybe, there could be all kinds of stuff in there, right? There's junky properties, awesome properties, luxury properties. Just get on there and chit chat and talk. Okay, now this is what we got here. Now, if you need to sell your property fast or hunt some property in SoCal, go visit VIPexecs.com or LizzieMentees.com. Register on the sites for free. Now, there'll be a list of some awesome deals in the area. Or you can call or text 424-241-0169 and go direct to the source. All right. And thank you. Thank you. Go check out AHA, Americans Helping Americans, and AMP Live, powered by AMP Live Media. We'd love to chat with you and help you if we can. Just reach out anytime. Save and watch these live and uncut videos. That's true. Save these. Watch them. There's always awesome, juicy nuggets. Go back and look at the other videos. Reach out. Talk to us. We're very open. Okay? Share them with others. Please share these videos. Share this cause and mission with others. We're here to help our fellow Americans, right? Open their eyes and have some freedom in this world, right? 1 or 2 or 3 deals a year can change your freaking life forever. It's true. All right? Keep that in mind. Remember, AMP Live. Amplify your life with AMP Live, the American Mentee Program, or just AMP, period. AMP, PMA, positive mental attitude. Think about it. All right. All right. So what do we got here? And check out our sponsors and all that good stuff. Go to amplive.net, americanshelpingamericans.net. There'll be a link down below to join the 5 days to a deal challenge. Very simple. It's free, 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 free. This is Erick Paul from the AMP Live Real Estate Show, right? Remember, rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust. United we stand, and never quit. Keep on rocking despite how you feel, and do not listen to the negative people. PMA every day. PMA every day. PMA every day. Rock and roll in every way. I'm getting better and better in every way. Every day I get better and better. Every day, every day, every day. Okay, you got to keep that mode. Keep yourself motivated, right? Because you're the only one who's going to be able to motivate you. But if you come aboard, we're going to help you. We're going to keep you motivated. We're going to keep rocking and rolling, because we will always show up to the party. It's not going to be a day where we don't show up unless I'm dead or something happens to the world, right? Okay, so keep on rocking despite how you feel, and do not listen to the negative people. PMA every day. Positive mental attitude with AMP Live. Amplify your life with AMP Live. I believe I am done here. See what we got. Everything is done. Okay, we got Eric. We got that. We're all good to go. So, hey, 40-something minutes in the bag. Okay, so have an awesome, awesome week. Reach out. Help your fellow Americans. If you haven't helped your fellow American yet, go out and do so. There's some awesome rallies that are happening today. Go watch them. Go become part of your local, because it's all about bottom up, not top down. Bottom up is what it's all about. Go out there and do your thing. Jump into public office. Go run for city council. Go become a committee man or whatever, or woman. Do your part for America, because look, united we stand. I probably shouldn't say this. I'll probably post this shit on Shitbook, and they'll probably won't, something will happen, whatever. But the bottom line is, hey, it's freedom of speech. That's what this country is all about. It's one of the greatest countries in the world, right? United States of America. So I think it's my God-given right to do a lot of things that man has taken away, thinking they can control. Now, humans, as we know, based on history and society, cannot be controlled. They cannot be dominated, right? Because we have free thinking, right? When we created the United States of America, it was supposed to be we all govern ourselves, not the government governing us. So, rock and roll in all that you do. In God we trust, united we stand. Rock and roll. That's my theme. I am Eric from the AMP Live Real Estate Show, your host, today with the Eric Report. And we'll continue to do these. Look out for next Saturday. Monday is the 5 days to a deal challenge. Let's rock and roll the rest of the month. We're going into fall, into winter, and then rock and rolling into a new year. We're geared up. Are you? Hopefully you are. If not, let's get geared up together. Bye-bye.